sure. I'm getting some very horrible feedback on my end, in my ear. So I thought, really, maybe I was not audible enough. But I think I'm proper. I'm very new to this live thing. So maybe I just want people, maybe if you can excuse me, we're still very new into the live streaming thing. Yes, but we are here. We just want to hear what Ramaphosa is going to say. He's been selling us a lot of stories, man. He's just been telling us a lot of things that really have the country up on their toes. The country is up on their toes, and it's tough. It's tough, really. What is he going to do with this Mchunu thing? We want to know what is he going to do with this Mchunu thing. What is he going to say? Are you able to hear me, the people who are watching? What's up? One time. That's Endless, the spokesperson. What do you do, dog? I'm good. I'm proper. We chilling. We just want to hear what Rama is going to say. He's been giving us a lot of stories lately, and really we just want to hear what is Rama going to do with the Mchunu thing. What do you guys think he's going to do? Is he going to now shift him to a new ministry? Is he going to fire him completely and say, my guy, nigga, just step aside a little bit so that investigations can take course? What is he going to do, man? We will be watching this live stream on ENCA. So ENCA will be showing us this live stream, and we will be over there just chilling, just camping. Soon as they say we go live, we're there with them. But what I mostly want us to discuss, ladies and gentlemen, is the dialogues that are happening on Twitter regarding this. A very wonderful guy. I think I follow Bafana. Do I follow Bafana? I think I... Ooh. Yeah, Bafana is a wonderful guy here on Twitter. I always thought I followed Bafana, but nonetheless, he posted, he said, bro, Senzo Mchunu couldn't stand the shame and embarrassment. Let me bring this close. He says, my guy couldn't stand the shame and the embarrassment. He decided to quit his ministerial position following President Cyril Ramaphosa's national address pertaining to Senzo Mchunu's ruling. He posted this in the early hours of the morning. I am not sure as to how far truthful that is, but we are looking forward to things like this. Ladies and gentlemen. Will Senzo Mchunu be really fired? He also said, what a beautiful own goal by the ANC. To be honest, we all know he won't be prosecuted. Prison isn't for the ANC cadres. At least he is out of the picture. So do you guys think also that Mchunu will be gone? Do you guys think Mchunu is going to disappear? Also, you guys say the sound is proper. I'm glad that our sound is proper. And Manuel Dumont says coming through with a bang. Yes. We just want to hear what these guys are going to say, man. Endless says Rama Bata isn't going to do Jag-ish, nigga. I feel the same way. That's a wonderful nickname over there, Rama Bata. Because have you seen his legs, the way he stands? He's like this, bro. Shout out to my Kiss people, though. But yeah, Ramabat. It can go both ways. It's Bata as an Rama. He's going to just spread us with lies, bro. We are literally expecting Ramaphosa to come onto here and to tell us, Oguti, hey, I'm not able to do nothing about this guy. These are just accusations and they are unfounded. We should just wait for the internal processes of the ANC to take due course, and they are going to give this case to some useless somebody to investigate this. They are probably going to give it to the National Prosecuting Authority. We know they are not going to do nothing. Those ones, they are always messing up our cases. They are not going to do jack-ish, as my guy Endless is saying. They are not going to do nothing. Clever Pumlani says he's going to suspend both. And he's also saying, but he's going to stall like hell, and we all forget. Yeah, let's wait and see, really. Let's wait and see. It's very interesting, really. I feel like right now in our country, we are at a turning point where if Ramaphosa is not going to act on this, he's caught between a very hard place and a rock. He's just right in between, right in the middle. Because then there has been accusations that Ramaphosa has been working with Matal. He's been involved over there. There's allegations. People are saying this. And we just want to see how far this will stretch. I mean, General Mchunu just, untied. He pulled a rope in this very huge blanket, and he untied a knot that is going to untangle a lot of things. That's what I feel. That's what I think. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining, good evening. It's a very wonderful Sunday, chilled. We're just expecting Ramaphosa to explain himself. If he doesn't deal with this, then the South African people really are going to take this to the streets. What is he going to do to Mchunu? Is he going to fire Mchunu? Mchunu is one black guy in our public service who I can say with full confidence that this guy is literally doing his job. He's literally doing his job. And Les is saying he's not going anywhere. Hey. I feel so too. Elise is saying going to call another dialogue for 500 million. They already have for 700 million coming. We're gonna go to the elections next year. They're probably gonna say, let's spend 600 million. These people just love spending our money instead of just fixing the roads, fixing Eskom, allowing for businesses to come to South Africa and to start businesses and to flourish. We love businesses. Businesses really are the only entity in South Africa that give proper jobs to South Africans. Because even sometimes when you get a job in government, I mean, it's a job, you get paid, but it's like, do you grow? Really, do you grow? Because the work environment in government is crazy. You work around a lot of people who do not want to improve or nothing. So really, it's just crazy. Spock is saying, my guy is involved. I think so too. We will wait and see. But for time being, let us just scroll on the internet. Lerato Pillay said on Twitter, President Cyril Ramaphosa ordered Higher Education Minister Nobuhle Nkabane to cancel a trip to China when she was already in the departure lodge at OR Tambo International Airport in what could presage a cabinet reshuffle later today when the president addresses the nation. Ramaphosa told Nkabane, who is accused of lying to parliament, not to go anywhere until after his speech. So there's also rumors of a cabinet reshuffle. That Mchunu might be axed and somebody else is going to take his place. And also this minister who has been giving people a hard time in the higher education committee, who are supposed to account, and she was in all a fuss on Twitter with Karabo from the DA. She was supposed to go back with the answers and account, but she didn't, unfortunately. And it's all up in smoke. Apparently, President told her, "Hey, you don't go in nowhere. You don't go into China. China doesn't know you. You ain't flying, wasting our taxpayers. Come back and chill with us. Relax." So it's crazy what is happening. We might have a cabinet reshuffle, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about this? A cabinet reshuffle. What do you think about a cabinet reshuffle, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. If you think it's going to be a cabinet reshuffle, W in the chat. Throw W's in the chat. Michelle Lewis. Let me start with Groenewald. Meneer Groenewald, hoe gaan dit meneer? He says he'll just cover up and protect himself. I believe so too. But there's also a conspiracy right now that we are having that there might also be a cabinet reshuffle. So I'm going to try to keep coming here, ladies and gentlemen, just to see if it has started or if it has begun. Let me try to refresh this. Yeah, we will keep on coming here just to see if it has already started, if it has already begun. But nonetheless, we will keep just yapping with you over here, just having a nice time in the chat. Michelle Louise says, I wonder if he will mention his nephew's partnership with Matlala. I also wonder, because that's a very tight connection. The involvement in the tender at the Tembisa hospital is crazy. Chow that money. Matlala used to be that guy who was chowing money in Gauteng, especially in the health sector. For the people who do not know, I think I bookmarked one of the videos by Matlala right here. So we are going to play this. You are going to see this, ladies and gentlemen. If you think we are having a cabinet reshuffle, don't forget, put that W in that chat. Put the W in that chat. What I also want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is Chris Excel. This is a fake account, but nonetheless, it got a lot of views. So I thought it's very interesting that we should talk about it. The first X tweet says, South Africans reject any commission of inquiry. The politicians such as Senzo Mchunu must just go to jail, just like everyone who commits a crime. But to this, what I have to say really is that I had a recording. I just don't have it right now. I had a recording by Brown Mokhotsi saying really he doesn't have very close connections and very close ties with Senzo Mchunu. And he will explain to us, we must have him in full confidence that he will expose everything and potentially where he gets all of his information. Apparently, he calls what he does underground operations. He doesn't call it crime. He has a very wonderful and sweet word for it. He calls it the underground operations. It's a very wonderful term. Crazy times, man. I see everybody is saying W in the chat. Everybody thinks there is going to be a reshuffle. Wolf says, what do I think of a cabinet reshuffle? You can shuffle Long Loof as long as you like. It's still docs. W in the I agree, bro. Me, I agree. I support you. Because all of these people in the ANC that they try to reshuffle, man, it's rotten potatoes, rotten bananas. The people who actually do their job get fired. The people who are out there who are doing their job, like the deputy minister who went to the United States without the approval of Rama, they get fired. But these rotten potatoes like Mchunu, they remain over there, man. They chill. He's probably chilling somewhere, relaxing, thinking, Rama is my boy. What is he going to do? Nothing. I know South Africans want him to act on getting me out of this thing, but I'm not going no way. This reminds me of a scene from a Denzel movie saying, me, I run this thing. Let me pull it up for you. Shout out to Ronaldo. I see Ronaldo is live. Shout out to Ronaldo. Who's the guy I'm talking about? Denzel Washington. I run this scene. Let's see. Training Day, bro. That one. It reminds me heavily of this. That Mchunu, all guns are facing him now. What is he going to say? Huh? Is it deny? Or just having the cojones and just telling us, Chief, hey, I ran this and you're going to do this to me? Me? Oh, I hope my mic is not too loud. Please tell me in the chat when I need to fix things here. I'm a one-man show. And hopefully I'm not screaming into your ears and I'm not trying to blow your speakers. But if I do, please just let me know in the chat and I will just it a little bit. This is some Mchunu right here, bro. Nobody is not going to convince me otherwise, bro. This is Mchunu. That reminds me very much of Mchunu. Tough times that we are living in, man. It's just a sign that we are living in very tough times. People do not feel safe. They are threatening to take away streets. It is 10 minutes past 7 already and the president hasn't started. Soon, they go to all the good schools. They get all the nice opportunities. While we just have to suffer over here. We have to beg them for opportunities that we qualify and we are competent for. Bro, me, I tell you, man, I just have this thing about myself. It's not an ego thing or something. It's just, if I was to be in government somewhere, like as a public official, I would blow 99% of all of these people out of the water, man. With just work ethic and showing up, really, and just doing your job. It's not an ego thing. I just feel like these people really, just at working, I'm just better than 99% of all of those people. It's weird in government, man. Nobody wants to grow. Nobody wants to do nothing about nothing. Bisamur. What kind of name is that, bro? Bisamur is crazy. He says Brown is a Zamazama. I think Brown is an ANC member. Brown is an ANC member, man. Let me just refresh here and see if you're not live yet. It's probably gonna go live in 30 minutes. But bro, Brown is an ANC member. There's a video that I just made asking, uncovering Mokgotsi. Who is Brown Mokgotsi? Just go watch it over there. And you will notice that guy, he even has a Twitter account, bro. My guy has a Twitter account. Has about, I think, 200 followers. I put it in that video. So, tough times that we live in. We just have to wait and hope that Brown doesn't get killed so that we hear the beans that he has to spill. so that we hear what he has to say. Because he made an allegation that goes against what General Mkhwanazi said, with that Mokgotsi is a very close associate of Mchunu. Mchunu denied the accusation, and Mokgotsi also said that, you know, I do underground operations. The way I got this information is through somebody who thought they were dating somebody else's girlfriend, and then a laptop was stolen. It's a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Just go watch my video, and you will learn. You will learn to see that this thing is a very huge spider web. It doesn't just, you know, it's not the surface stuff. It needs you to pray for the spirit of discernment to see under it. And the best way to do that is to pray and seek for information. I mean, I'm the first one to share when Brown Mkhotsi finally exposes everything. I mean, I'm keeping my eyes on the tab. I think I followed him on that Twitter account, that X account. So I'm keeping him on the... Yes. But shout out to Bisa Moore, man. And shout out to your name. Let's read some other... Okay. We want Whitfield back and give us a DA police minister. Oh, Whitfield, we need Whitfield back, man, because the way they fired my guy, they just said, nah, my guy, you went to the United States without the approval of the president, and the president got an email, ladies and gentlemen, apparently, was it 2 or 4 months ago? He got that email and he did nothing about it. When my guy decided, nah, me, I'm out of here, when he came back, he didn't have a job anymore, man. That's tough. That's actually very sad, bro. That you go to the States, you come back, there's no job. But he has to come back. I saw the DA was fighting very hard for him to come back, so we'll see how that ends up over there. And oh, the sound is fine. Thank you guys. Spock says same stuff going on in defense and deco. Ooh. Because now, imagine if this is what we know about the SAPS, and it is not even the full story. This is what we already know. Imagine the South African National Defense Force. Ooh, my guy said DECO. Bro, I applied for something at DECO, man. Hopefully there's none of that at DECO. Hopefully, we pray. Fingers crossed. Because then at DECO, that is where they deal with our international relations. And it will be sad to find out, Uguti, the international deals that are cut at DECO and the way that they position people at DECO is actually through a patronage network that doesn't benefit South Africa's interest internationally. And one could argue that it is the case. You know, you wouldn't be very far off if you could argue that there's a little bit of rot in DECO. Because, I mean, how do you explain our foreign policy taking on the side of Iran and Hamas? I mean, really, why are we not just saying, let us keep quiet and stay this one out? No, we think we must be in there now. We even took the Israel to the ICJ. You know, I'm indifferent about the whole Israel and Hamas thing. I think it's none of my business. And I think it's none of our business as South Africa. That should have been the position we took. I don't understand why now we made ourselves the international racism police, that, you know, there's racism and apartheid in Israel. I mean, crazy times, really. Why did we go there? But DECO, man, hey, that could be a case for why maybe Spock said that. That makes sense. But, you know, me, I love to give people a benefit of the doubt up until they prove me wrong. Right now, I know departments in government that have done me bad. basic education, higher education, health, um, um, defense force, horrible. Energy, horrible. Just horrible. Those are the main ones that I can recall, top of my mind, that are completely just destroying this country. And SAPS, our police service is horrible. Our police service is garbage. Somebody has to come back. Somebody has to pull up with trash bags. Throw those in there. Throw those away, bro. Give those to the garbage man. They deserve to be in the garbage. So yes, that's what I can say over there. Angles, the spokesperson, also said the reshuffle is the protocol and decorum of comrades in South Africa. Yes, I feel that too. Immediately when they cannot do anything about anything, there's a reshuffle. When they try to protect their own comrades, their own cadres, because really we can see how criminal and incompetent they all are, they're just gonna reshuffle. Now they might remove even Mchunu from National Defense Force and make it the Minister of Police. Ladies and gentlemen, man, it's even sad. It's sad that, I'm on here just talking and these things might be funny to me, but it's like they might be real in the minds of these ANC politicians, and they just put these people over there. It's true, it's real. Whenever they just want to protect their comrades, they reshuffle. Wolf says reality is like a pond. Most people can't see below the surface. Yep. That's tough. Robbie Krobler says it was Kananelo Radimagaza who started Cupcake. What do you mean by that, brother? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? The president, bro. Time is moving, bro. It's 20 past now. 20 past. We're still waiting, bro. Let me show you Matlala, bro. Let me show you Matlala. Where's that guy? This is what's up. This is the president with Matlala over here. Somebody posted this. Come on. Look, bro. All lovey-dovey, bro. Vosmos Ket Matlala, bro. With the president. Is it him or is it Clement Manyatel? I see somebody in here says it's Clement Manyatel. Oh, it's fake news. Oh, my bad. Let's see here.
When Cyril Ramaphosa came in, we thought this is a man that has ethics. This is a man that will be able to lead this country forward. Unfortunately, he has failed on several occasions in terms of taking a firm stance against those who cause chaos in our communities and in our country. So we don't have any confidence in the fact that the president is actually going to make a decision in the best interest of South Africans. When Cyril Ramaphosa
W lady in the chat. W lady. The people, what I've realized about people in South Africa is that we are so hurtful with the ANC. Hey, ons is moeg. Ons is moeg met die mense. My Afrikaans is a bit trash, bro. I've been trying to learn Afrikaans for some time. It has been trash, but we move, we try. I think I can speak about how many languages in South Africa now. 5, I think. I can speak Sotho, I can speak Zulu, I can speak English, I can speak Tswana, I can speak Xhosa a little bit, and Afrikaans, not a biggie. Ngiyazama kancane ndoda. Roby says Oh, I've already read that one. B. Samur says the time has come to sweep the BAM. Yep. I do agree, man. I do agree 100% fully. I mean, Mukanazi is a superstar just overnight. It is so crazy that how somebody who's just decent, just a hardworking man with discipline and the courage to do what is right can just come out and become a superstar overnight. Just become a superstar. Just the person doing the right thing. And these are the people that we need in our government. He's a very necessary pawn in this game, or a piece of the puzzle. Let me not say a pawn. He's a very necessary piece of the puzzle for all of this. And we need him in there, man. These are the types of people we need. He's exposing the rod. He's exposing the... Whether he was wrong or right at his press conference, at least now he's gotten everybody to look at this. He's gotten everybody to talk about this, to pay attention to the actual things that are going on in South Africa. I mean, Gauteng is toast as far as crime is concerned. Criminal syndicates are running Gauteng. I mean, when we think of a criminal, people will be thinking about somebody who just snatches their phone at the robots somewhere. But really, the crime goes in too deep. You know, there's mafias and there's criminal syndicates all over the place. So South Africa, man. South Africa is a tough place. Right now, as far as I'm concerned, it's a very tough place, man. Tough to start a business and grow to a level where you are able to comfortably support your children and your family. Even when you do the right things, it's very difficult. It takes being in cahoots with criminals. Like you are telling me right now, in order for you to survive now, you have to pay protection fees to mafias, to criminals. Are you telling me that our government is working with the mafias? It's crazy, man. It's tough, as far as I'm concerned. But what do you guys think Ramaphosa is going to do? Just put it for me in there in the chat. Put it for me there in the chat. What do you think my guy is going to do? Is he going to fire Mchunu? Is he going to reshuffle? I see a lot of people are agreeing that, bro, we are going to have a reshuffle, bro. We are going to have a reshuffle. And Mchunu is just going to be put a little bit aside somewhere or deployed to a different ministry while they deal with this. Say, no, they must investigate, and then they give the case to the MPA, and then the MPA throws the case out of, you know, the courtroom because they're just horrible at investigating these things. They're just bad. As far as I'm concerned, they must give it to the Hawks. Yeah, I think the Hawks can do a better job compared to the MPA. That's what I think. It's just my personal view. I don't know what you think, but that is just my personal view. Bro, we've been waiting, bro. Rama is taking us for fools now. Rama is taking us for fools. Hey, he's probably shaking wherever he is. Wherever he is. And I see that over 300 people, close to 400 people now have joined to watch the stream. Thank you guys. Shout out. Welcome. Welcome. It's a very wonderful Sunday for me. Very chilled. We've been working all weekend. Tomorrow we are going back to work, you know. No days off. When you're a broke nigga like me. When you are a black man, you must have about 5 jobs. Just really, in South Africa, I feel in order for any regular person to survive, whether you are black, you are white, or it doesn't matter, Chinese, you need about 2 jobs at least in order for you to survive. If you don't got 2 jobs at least, it's tough. It's tough out there, man. The mosquitoes are biting out there. It's a tough time. It's a tough world that we live in. I feel like I'm talking about a lot of things because Rama is not starting and is not doing his job. I feel like I'm talking about a lot of things. Almost sounded like I have ADHD. ADHD. Rama dog. He always disappoints. You know, like that. Shout out to my father. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I love my father with everything I have. My father is an amazing guy. But my father sometimes, he would make promises because, he never likes to disappoint. He would make promises to us. Yeah, boy, I'm going to do this. And then when the time comes, he's like, chief. But then as you grow old, you realize it with all dads that, dads all do that. I'm also doing it now. I say, nah, don't worry, boy. I'll do it. Eventually I do it, but it's like, man, you get what I'm saying? I feel like Rama is pulling that on us now, man. Every time he always says 7. 7, me, I'll be addressing you guys. 7, we are there. My guys know where to be found, man. My guys know where to be found. And like, can we agree that Cyril is a very weak president? Like, when you look at him, Jay, he's just weak. He's just giving weak people vibes. He doesn't give the vibes like, yeah, I'm a bulldog, I'm a man, I'm here, listen to me. You know what it is? South Africa, this is what we do. This is what we don't do. If you do this, this is what happens. Like, he's not clear. There's always confusion about him. He's not a truthful, he's not an honest man. Teshia Marit says useless, no respect. I agree, man. Bisa Moore also says, if he can make Trump wait for 30 minutes, who are we then not to wait too? Great question, bro. We are Delela. Very disrespectful, bro. He has no concern for our time. I mean, it's a Sunday evening. There's things to do. People have to get ready for work tomorrow. People have to rest. People have to get on with their day. I mean, with their evening and have dinner, have supper. Wrap up the night. We are here waiting for Rama, yeah. And he's going to be on a teleprompter. Just reading, bro. People who read the teleprompter, dog, it's like, I don't know. It just looks fake. We should do it the Trump style. Read it a little. And then just say your mind. Talk to us. Talk to the people. Say, hey, the people of South Africa, what happened last week? Crazy business. This is me as president. What happened last week? Crazy business. You know what we're going to do? Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to investigate this properly, and I'm going to give this case full responsibility to Mkhwanazi to ensure that he investigates it and he sees it to the last outcome. And ladies and gentlemen, Mkhwanazi is getting promoted to whatever the highest office in South Africa where you can promote somebody who's going to investigate this type of thing. And Mchunu is going to step aside while all of these things take place. And that's a wrap. Or just give the case to the Hawks. Anything other than what I just said will just be garbage. A smack in our faces. He needs to get to the bottom of all of this corruption. Mchunu has to step aside. We cannot, ladies and gentlemen, we can't deal with criminality day in and day out. Really, we can't. Every day you wake up, it's like, you hear the birds outside. You go outside there. It's nice. You look at the swimming pool. The water is blue, nyana. There you are proper. It's green. The trees are, the trees are green. You're out there chilling. These guys are stealing the country, bro. These guys are just stealing. And then they want us to pay taxes, bro. You don't pay tax in this country. SARS is coming after you. But we give money to them, bro. They give it to their criminal syndicate friends. Ain't that amazing? Hard-earned money. I could have said, even if it is just 150 rands, ladies and gentlemen, I could have done something, bought bread, or give it to my little sister or my little brother to do something with that money. You know? Something, that could help them. Maybe it's small money, but it's like it's real money. To us, it's real money. 450 you put in a petrol tank, ladies and gentlemen, bro. You drive, bro. You're driving. You out of there. The sinuses are taking me. Let me pause here a little bit and just scratch myself. I have sinuses, ladies and gentlemen. That's a very bad pandemic. I know I have my tribe out there, the people with the sinuses, the gang. The gang. Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys. Sinuses have no mercy on me, especially when it's cold like this. It gets really tough. Sometimes one cannot even sleep. The people who have sinuses, they know the struggle. But what's worse than the sinuses? Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa and Mchunu are worse than these sinuses, man. Sinuses are better, If I was to choose between having sinuses for life and having this government, bro, I'm choosing sinuses any day, I'm telling you. I'm gong the whole time. The rest of my life. Bro. Endless says niggas like Colin Malachi's trying to protect his guild on the general. Well, what did he say? What did he do? Malachi just always speaks. He just always be talking, just always be yapping, talking about nothing. What did he say this time? What did he say, man? Cyril is at the bottom of the barrel. Even PW Bota knew. Yeah. Did PW Bota say that Rama is bad news, bro? That's very wonderful prophecy right there. I mean, if it comes from the old man, shout out to the old man. If it comes to him, if it comes from him, I mean, really, who am I? Rama is bad news. JJ Tabani once said, this guy can lie to you with a straight face. Horrible lies. He just tells you with a straight face. He doesn't care. Bro, this is my friend asking why Rama is not going on live. Rama is just scared, bro. Rama is scared.
The integrity of our
There
law
he is.
enforcement agencies and the safety of our people. Last Sunday, the 6th of July 2025, whilst I was in Brazil at the BRICS Summit, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, the KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Commissioner of the South African Police, held a media briefing in which he made public serious allegations about the existence and operation of a sophisticated criminal syndicate that has allegedly infiltrated law enforcement and intelligence structures in our country. Lieutenant Mchunu alleged that the Minister of Police allegedly interfered with sensitive police investigations and colluded with business people, including a murder accused, to disband the political killings task team based in KwaZulu-Natal. Lieutenant General Mchunu also said that a police investigation by the task team that was operating in Gauteng unmasked a syndicate controlled by a drug cartel, which involves politicians, law enforcement officials from the South African Police Service, Metro Police, Correctional Services, prosecutors, and the judiciary, as well as business people. The allegations made in this media briefing raise serious concern around our Constitution, the rule of law, and national security. These allegations, if proven true, threaten to undermine the confidence of South Africans in the ability of the South African Police Service to protect them and to effectively fight crime and corruption. South Africans are concerned about corruption and the rise of criminality in our country, which manifests itself in the killing of innocent people, gender-based violence, gang violence, kidnappings, construction mafia criminality, and in many other ways. As we intensify the fight against crime, it is vital that we safeguard the integrity and credibility of the police and other law enforcement agencies. These allegations, therefore, call for an urgent and comprehensive investigation. To address these allegations and the implications of these allegations, I'm establishing a Judicial Commission of Inquiry that will be chaired by Acting Deputy Chief Justice Mbuyisile Madlanga. Justice Madlanga will be assisted by Loyi, Senior Counsel, and Advocate Sandile Khumalo, Senior Counsel. The Commission will investigate allegations relating to the infiltration of law enforcement, intelligence, and associated institutions within the criminal justice system by criminal syndicates. Among the allegations that the Commission may investigate are the facilitation of organized crime, suppression or manipulation of investigations, inducement into criminal actions by law enforcement leadership, commission of any other criminal offenses, and intimidation, victimization or targeted removal of whistleblowers or officials that are resisting criminal influence.
Commission of Inquiry, bro.
The Commission will investigate the role of current or former senior officials in certain institutions who may have aided or abetted the alleged criminal activity, or failed to act on credible intelligence or internal warnings, or benefited financially or politically from a syndicate's operations. These institutions are the South African Police Service, the National Prosecuting Authority, State Security Agency, the Judiciary, and the Magistracy, and the Metropolitan Police Departments of Johannesburg, Ekurhuleni, and Tshwane. The Commission will also investigate whether any members of the National Executive responsible for the criminal justice system were complicit, aided and abetted, or participated in the acts mentioned above. The Commission will be asked to report on the effectiveness or failures of oversight mechanisms and the adequacy of current legislation, policies, and institutional arrangements in preventing such infiltration. It will make findings and recommendations for criminal prosecutions, disciplinary actions, and institutional reform. Once established, the Commission shall consider prima facie evidence relating to the involvement of individuals who are currently employed within law enforcement or intelligence agencies. Where appropriate, the Commission must make recommendations on the employment status.
Unlock a world of opportunities with AvaTrade on the MetaTrader 5, the industry's most powerful platform. Enjoy one.
Be suspended pending the outcome of further investigations. The Commission will have the power to refer matters for immediate investigation and urgent decisions on prosecution, taking into account the nature of the allegations and the evidence the Commission will uncover. It is critical that these matters be attended to with the necessary urgency and thoroughness. The Commission is expected to complete its work and submit a final report to the President. Interim reports will be expected after 3 months and 6 months, respectively. The final report of the Commission will be sent to the Speaker of the National Assembly and to the Chief Justice. Acting Deputy Chief Justice Madlanga is retiring from the Constitutional Court at the end of July 2025 after years of distinguished service, and will therefore be able to give his full attention and time to the work of this Commission. In order for the Commission to execute its functions effectively, I have decided to put the Minister of Police, Mr. Mchunu, on leave of absence with immediate effect. The Minister has undertaken to give his full cooperation to the Commission to enable it to work properly. I have decided to appoint Professor Firoz Kachalia as Acting Minister of Police. Professor Kachalia is currently a Professor of Law at the University of the Witwatersrand and is the Chairperson of the National Anti-Corruption Advisory Council. He previously served as an MEC of Community Safety in Gauteng. I'm appointing Professor Kachalia in terms of Section 91(3) subsection C of the Constitution, which empowers the Constitution to select no more than 2 ministers from outside the National Assembly. Professor Kachalia will be retiring from his current position at the University of Witwatersrand at the end of July this year. I will, in the interim, appoint an acting minister from within Cabinet until Professor Kachalia takes up his post at the beginning of August. The interregnum, therefore, will just be a little over 2 weeks. This commission is being established against the backdrop of significant progress that has been made in rebuilding and strengthening our country's law enforcement agencies and security services. In recent years, the South African Police Service, the Special Investigating Unit, the SIU, and the Asset Forfeiture Unit and other bodies have been making great progress and inroads in the fight against organized crime and corruption. It is essential that we maintain this momentum and that we intensify the work that is currently underway. We will ensure that the South African Police Service and other law enforcement agencies continue to function without hindrance as the Commission undertakes its work. I call on all members of our law enforcement agencies, as well as security services, to remain steadfast in upholding the rule of law of our country and adhering to their code of conduct. I therefore call on all South Africans to support the Commission in the work that it is going to do where appropriate, and to provide any information or assistance the Commission may require. In establishing this Commission of Inquiry, we are affirming our commitment to the rule of law, to transparency, and to accountability. And we are also enhancing the work that is underway to build a South Africa in which all our people are safe and secure. I thank you.
Bro,
Thank you.
what a bunch of garbage that was. What a bunch of garbage that was. More money is going to go to another commission. Bro, over $1 billion was spent on the last commission. Nothing happened over there. And still now, we have another commission, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of giving this case to the Hawks, the people who are actually going to deal with this, who would actually solve this for us, bro, this guy tells us, nah, you South Africans relax. I'm going to give you another commission. You are going to spend countless times watching your screens, and I'm going to ban as much money from you that came through the taxpayer as much as possible. We don't care about any of this. We do not care. This is literally what Ramaphosa just told us. That I do not care. Let me see your views in the chat. Let me discuss your views. You have already had what I had to say about all of this. This is just garbage. As far as I'm concerned, this is just garbage. This is just another waste of money. But right now, I just want to hear your comments and on what you just saw. Ozilog says, with all this confusion, I can tell you one thing. South Africans will still go and somehow vote ANC. We deserve this chaos. I agree very much. The South African voter doesn't vote based on policy. They vote based on the person they are voting for. So populism is very high in South Africa. People vote. They play the man. They do not play the game. So that's what's up. Bisamur says, when he speaks, listen if his speech is slurred. I have noticed that Valium, maybe. He does stutter a lot. Rama always stutters. So do you think it might be an indication of something very wrong? I'm not sure about that one. Wolf says blah 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 as expected. I mean, I'm telling you, man, that's what's up. Significant progress where? He did claim that we've made significant progress. Where did we make the progress? That's what I also want to know. Where did we make the progress? If you can pinpoint me to where we've made progress, I mean, I'm more than happy to concede. But as far as improving the quality of life of South Africans in general, I mean, that is not the case. I mean, you check from 2000 up until now, over, how many years is this? 24, 25 years? From 2000 to now? Bro. Inequality has went up in South Africa. Instead of decreasing, instead of improving the quality of life of so many people, so many South Africans, what has actually happened is that inequality has went up. Unemployment keeps skyrocketing. Crime keeps skyrocketing. And you'll have some dummy somewhere telling you, no, vote for the ANC, vote for the ANC. Man, these ANC people, I hope they never come to my door. I've never had any of them come to my door, and, you know, I hope and pray that it stays that way, because really, me, I'm tired. I'm fed up with all these people. They just look and sound also dumb to me. And when I see a black person wearing an ANC t-shirt, I see a criminal. I don't want to lie, man. I don't want to lie. An ANC person with an ANC t-shirt is a criminal. They don't have to hold a gun against you and steal for them to be a proper, full-blown criminal. But these people steal, man. And for the fact that they can put a facade, a mirage in front of it and package it as if they care about the poor, when in truth, they just don't. They don't care about us. It's tough, man. So there's no progress. Wolf is speaking the truth over there. Robbie says, Bonsai. Shout out to Bonsai, bro. I like Bonsai. Bonsai. I saw him early today. He was making an address. He made a video where he pretended to be the president and giving us this address. And really, he didn't miss the mark. Yeah, I must say, shout out to Bonsai, bro. Shout out to Bonsai. Very cool, man. Wolf, as I said, fairy tale for 5-year-olds. I agree. Helen says, totally predictable. He really has no idea. This was just another useless day in the history of the ANC. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, me, I agree. I mean, what was that? What did we just watch? First of all, let's start there. What did we just watch? We just watched a president come in front of us telling us that, guys, whoa, I cannot deal with this. You cannot just ask me to fire my boy. I'm just going to give him on an absence leave. I'm just going to put him on an absence leave. And really, that's it. And I'm just going to throw a lot of money in an inquiry. There's a lot of taxpayers' money. I'm just going to throw that in an inquiry. And just waste your money and waste your time. Now, we're gonna have to make videos now about what is going to be in an inquiry. An inquiry that is wasting our money and that is wasting our time. Ain't that amazing? Ain't that amazing, ladies and gentlemen? I find it rather amazing. These people always find a way to waste money, bro. Of everything that they must do, like fix the roads, fix what. Nah. These people will just find a way to steal and finish the money and not do nothing. Bro. This is a very funny and sad realization that these people just steal. The only thing they do best is stealing and lying and deflecting and protecting each other. I've been so hurt so much about these things. I don't even find it in me to be angry anymore because it's been like this for a very long time. It's even funny to me when I see them do this because it's like I'm not the smartest in the room. Like really, I'm just a regular guy. Like I'm not the smartest guy, but I see right through the mirage. I see right through what these guys are doing, and it's like I don't get it when other people can't see, when other people are not able to see the same thing. I don't get it. It boggles my mind. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I wish I could stay here very long with you. We had a very wonderful chat. I hope you guys were having a very wonderful weekend and it was very fruitful, except for the fact that on a Sunday evening you are told that hey, your tax rents are going to go, your tax rents are going to disappear, you are going to pay for all of this, and we are just going to waste your time. Very horrible, very bad, but it's like the people voted for this, man. That's the president that the people voted for. We get this because some people somewhere voted for the ANC. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been amazing, and thank you for showing up and watching this on here. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. Keep sharing, keep spreading the message so that we reach places unprecedented. If you are on here and you are not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, open your notifications so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. And also, if you want to become a member, there's a join button down below. Please hit that join button and contribute to the growth of this channel monetarily. I see that the numbers keep going up, the numbers keep piling. However, ladies and gentlemen, it has been amazing, and much love. Your boy Kananelo Radimakazo.